Happy Sunday. How you doing? Gosh, we're moving along. Today's the 17th. I can't believe it. Things are just moving along. Okay, so new moon, August 22nd this week. It's in Virgo. Yay, I'm a Virgo. So new moon, new beginnings, starting new things. What is Virgo about? Health and wellness and organization. So if you're wanting to start a new health regimen of any kind, new exercise plan, new eating plan, anything like that, self-care, awesome time for doing that, initiating brand new things, and also organizations. If you need to take time to go through file cabinets, or I know this does not sound fun. It's fun for a Virgo, believe it or not, because we like to dig and get rid of what's underneath. And I remember when I was younger, I always wanted to pick things on my face when I was a kid and had pimples and stuff. My mother used to get so grossed out by it. It's like, no, we want to get anything that's under there out so we can clean it up and get rid of it. So my husband used to think I was so weird because I'd be sitting on the beach looking at somebody that's got like on their back like this giant whatever, and I know it sounds gross, but I'm like, ugh. Anyways, Virgos. So this is a great time for put the highlight on your health, and because it's still summer, great time to get out there. Health in terms of what outdoor sports do you want to do? Do you want to go for a bike ride? Do you want to go for a swim, a walk, whatever it is? Great time for that. Okay, so want to talk to you a little bit about looking a little forward onto where you're going. So if you're focused, not everybody is, and this isn't a judgment, it's just everybody's in different places. Not everybody's as focused as I am in terms of my goals, and I'm like driven. But some people just kind of let life happen to them. And I want to say this is not a time to do that. This is a time to really focus on what you're still creating. So we're almost, pretty soon we'll be to the end of August. And then we have September, October, November, December, 4 months till the end of the year. Review your goals and really see what it is that you still haven't completed. If you have a few more steps, or even if you just want to start it this year and then roll the rest of it over to next year, that's fine. So, take note. Just remind you, I'm always doing that to remind myself, am I in alignment? Mary Magdalene, Sisterhood of the Rose, Power Cards. I can't wait for my deck to be out. We're working frantically on it, trying to get it all out, and I'm hoping to have it in November. And it is a oracle and coaching, so you can use it just for an oracle if you wish. And if you wish to use it as coaching, I'm going to have a separate workbook later, after the deck comes out a few months later, where people can buy the workbook and actually work on their goals through the workbook. So, something to look forward to. I cannot believe the work that goes into it. I have deep respect for everybody who has ever created a deck and all the people that helped them. All right. Self-love. Oh, roses, roses, roses everywhere. So what did we just talk about with Magdalene? What did we just talk about with Virgo? Self-love. When we are loved, we blossom. Love is the key. It is the answer. Love has no substance, no color, no smell. It is all enveloping. Love is eternal and everlasting, and it begins within. When you begin to love yourself and to listen to your needs, you attune with the love the universe has for you. Within you, there is an infinite source of love. Fill yourself first so you have what to give. When you are the source of love for yourself, others reflect it back to you. That is so true. So I've been really focused on that for months now. And I feel so good, even though there's all kinds of things going on around me that are challenging. It's like I just kind of like have to feed myself from my own soul and from spirit. Honor the divine spark within you and let love prevail, as within, so without. Also, it says, tend to your needs. Before you can give, you must fill your vessel first. Big important one. Do not allow guilt or shame to not allow yourself what you need. Choose you. Oh, I love that. I choose me. And when you think of it, our parents thought of things in a whole different way. Their generation, at least if your parents are older, their generation was all about having to sell their soul, like give every ounce of energy they had away, be busy constantly. And we're learning to have it different, right? That there has to be time for work and play, that we have to follow our dreams, not stay in a job just because it pays well and everything. And then my granddaughter's generation, the younger ones, were all learning, like, I'm not doing anything I don't like. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, Queen of the Moon Oracle, Stacy DeMarco. I saw these and I haven't pulled them out in forever. Remember to check out my moon class that's going to be starting on Zoom in September. Speaking of moon. Purity, new moon. Oh no, I'm sorry, snow moon. Purity. So just like after a freshly fallen snow and there's no footprints in it yet, it's so pure and clean and white. So let's see what this has to say. 30. Look for the simplest and cleanest situation, underneath your motives for doing what you are doing. Be as clear as possible in your communication. I know why I do what I do. That's a good one. The word purity now seems to have a kind of loaded moral quality. Anytime I mention the word, people mostly think about how it's used in religious or in morals. For example, the purity of virgins, the purity of no sex before marriage, the purity of celibacy, the purity of bloodlines of certain extreme right-wing groups. No wonder we use the word with some trepidation. The purity I refer to here is the purity of the silver moon on the unmarked snow, the simple purity of intention that nature demonstrates, the purity of clean water in a mountainous stream, the purity of one single purpose. It says the Cambridge Dictionary defines this kind of purity as being clean or free from harmful substances, and I guess in our world so full of pollution and damage to the environment that may well be hard to find. However, the ancients looked at the cycles that brought ice and snow as a sort of reset button, a time when everything lay fallen for a while and brought with a kind of simplicity. There are times, these times were hard, but if we were prepared for them, we would survive. There are good reasons to strive for a kind of positive purity in our lives. Being precise with our language and as clear as we can be in our communications means forever miscommunications and misunderstandings in our relationships and work life. Keeping our intentions pure and untainted with lower energies such as jealousy, revenge, or unworthiness as much as possible means that our motivations are pure and not muddy in their meaning. Companion stone or metal is clear quartz. That's interesting. All right. And the last one is another Mary Magdalene here. The Empowered Heart. Mary Magdalene Speaks, an oracle deck by Christine Alexandria, the angel lady. Whoop. My dog's snoring. I don't know if you can hear him. He's on the floor here. Time out. Now is the time for you to replenish your very essence. Well, that's interesting. Time out. Okay. That's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Divine Child, you have overextended yourself in recent times. Dearest, it is time to take time out to rejuvenate and regenerate your very essence. This means putting time aside for yourself. The Prince like this. This may mean no readings, etc. Come back to you, your thoughts, desires, dreams, goals, and passions. It is time for you to journal and be honest with yourself. For if you are not honest with yourself, who will you be, in big letters, honest with? Be gentle with yourself. Love yourself, for you are very worth loving. Very worth loving. Yeah, very worth loving. You have overextended yourself, as the messages implies. Your vessel, the entire being known as you, is depleted. If you wish to be happier, more content, and thriving once more, take time out and tend to you first and foremost. I think we could all use this. Yes, this may mean you go out less. It may mean you watch TV less. Instead, read, meditate, journal, exercise. It's time for you to explore you once more. As you have grown along your spiritual path, you have shifted in your thinking and thus are more in alignment with you than you have been in a while. Yes, some relationships may end, including you or your relationship with certain foods, music, decor. Yes, I need to end my relationship with certain foods. Everything you surround yourself with must be a reflection of who you are. You know, that's so important, because as I look around here, there are so many things I want to give away or pack away or whatever, and people have given me, and I loved it that they thought of me and everything. But you know how sometimes you look around, you have some chotsy things or things you just don't want to keep dusting or whatever, except for I haven't had the time. So maybe I need some time out to do that. Okay, it says this, of course, includes people. Take time out for you. Remember who you are, what you are here to do. Within growth spurts, some things may fall to the wayside, as there is only enough time for you to accomplish all you desire. Affirmations. Why is it so easy to take time for myself? And her whole belief is that when you make it a question, the universe has to answer you. Come on. And so you do it in a form like she did. Why is it so easy for me to take time for myself? And then it changes everything. Why is it so easy for me to honor my needs? Wow, that's a big one, huh? So if you have some time, I would say really get into a place where you can honor that, and that feels really, really important. All right, enjoy your day.